Brought to you in part by PBR. Got a little cold last night, didn't it? Probably would have been much warmer had you been wearing UF Pro equipment sold by Winter Warfare.
Did you enjoy our accommodations, comrade?
They were excellent.
Would you give them a 5-star rating on Yelp?
5.5. Highly recommend.
I don't know if they even have had a protein bar today. So you know what they're not eating? Motherfucking hot dogs and chips.
Hell yeah.
Ira. Oh.
Somebody's new home.
When's the last time you've been stoked? PCCs and PCIs, they're a bitch, man. Doesn't work without no batteries.
We get past them. I mean, we're going to be passing real close to them if we take the road right here.
He's not picking up what you're putting down.
Motorcycle trail and go down over the hill and come all the way back around.
Rain up there to get over to the new pickup point.
Oh, that would be fine for them.
Listen to the words coming out of my mouth.
Set up the ambush.
No.
Nope, you guys will be mobile. All right, cool. Then,
That's what we said. That's literally what we said.
Hey, Robert, there, let's go here. Say again? I said, have they left the OP yet? Yeah, for the third time, they've been sitting at their pickup point since 3:30.
It's on. There he is.
God fucking damn it.
On the floor with your legs kind of right wrapped up, and you can't put your feet anywhere. So it's kind of, I think two things this brings in is you're in a stress position of some kind without, you cannot do anything about that. And secondly, claustrophobia. Personally, I don't suffer with claustrophobia, but if you did and you got stuffed in here, and they drilled these doors shut as well, so they had a drill and they literally drilled them shut, and you could hear them doing that. If you had any kind of anxiety or anything about being in small spaces even, that could really trigger you and you could go into a panic attack quite easily. Difficult to tell though. I think the last session I had in here was the longest, and I think that was at least a couple of hours. It's the most comfortable time physically, but the most uncomfortable time mentally, because you're getting hounded and they're trying to extract information from you. And the reason why they make you not comfortable but relatively comfortable is because it makes you want to stay there, and the more you talk, the longer you're going to keep you there. But because I've already had this kind of training before, SERE, courses and stuff, I was kind of aware of that, and I wasn't going to let them trying to motivate me to stay there to talk. So I made sure that I was just going along the guidelines, given very minimal drip-fed information. If you are mentally robust enough to do it, this is the sort of thing that could totally screw your head up, without a doubt, okay? It's not like sat at home and just listening to a bit of white noise on the stereo. When you combine all these aspects I've been talking about, it can really, really have a bad effect on your mentality. So for anyone wanting to do this, have a good think about your experience, your capabilities, but this isn't the sort of thing you can really practice, okay? Bear in mind, when we got to this point, we'd already been out in the field for 24 hours and had virtually no sleep, and we'd been non-stop working hard in, tough environments. So it's not like we were fresh coming into this. So anyone that does fancy doing this, it is a great way of testing yourself in a different way that you probably won't get anywhere else.
Over here, and you lost your shoes already, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So what kind of effect, did you climb down blindfolded?
Yeah. They were guiding us and kind of grabbing us, to make sure that we wouldn't fall.
While handcuffed? Or zip tied?
Yeah, but we were handcuffed to the front.
Down into the earth, and they de-hood you, and you get to see you're in a pit.
It was quite surreal. I guess is the best word I can think of. Just to kind of go, man, because I know you had said previously, you know what, everything's just going to be upped, and you can kind of play that out in your mind, but once you get here, I was just like, whoa, no joke, find myself in a hole. How the hell did I get here? But I was like, yeah, this is going to be some legit, and it really plays with you. You know, you just kind of rattle on in your thoughts of what's going to happen next, and you have no idea. And then we were kind of kept in there for, I think, like a few hours. Some dirt, you know, it came over dirt, and but it was quite an experience. I know Stoker was kind of sneaking me food and water, you know, and at first I thought he was tricking me, you know, so I didn't eat all of it. I kind of ate some just to get some food in me, but then I like dumped it underneath, and of course when they tilted me over, found it, you know. And who gave you food? And I only saw his hands. I don't know. But you still didn't know what you want to expect, so there was that anticipation as well. Like, what's going to happen next? Yeah. When's the hose coming? When's the hose coming? When's the dirt coming? And I never knew for the longest time what I was sitting on until I think it got kicked out at one point. It was right in front of me. And I think for me, this was the hardest part of the whole challenge. For without having any previous training and not knowing, you know, what should I give away? How far? That's what it's really about too, because you know, so many people are like, "I hope you win. I hope you beat him." And in my head, I'm going up against myself of all things. Yeah. You know, like we're not fighting each other in a ring or some shit like that.
It's a shame they didn't do that.
It's not too late.
Okay,
let's do it.
Stays in
Get in the fight.